Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Snapchat. Like my Facebook page. Follow my blog.
Hi guys, so today's video is gonna be this video is about blouses. Yes, I did another video about all about blouses where I answered all the really most asked questions. If you have been following me on social media, on my YouTube or my blog, the most asked questions whenever I post ethnic outfits, especially saris, is where do I make my blouses from? Now that is a very difficult question to answer because I don't have one particular person or tailor I go to get my blouses done. It's from various tailors I get my blouses done because I stay here in the US and I started wearing sari and blouses after my marriage, and after my marriage I came here and I went back to India for like 2 or 3 times, and that when I went back 2 times, both the times were during the Durga Puja, and that time, tailors are so busy, they always keep you waiting for your blouses. They say that they cannot deliver on certain date, before certain date, and since I don't stay there, I'm not their regular customer, so they will take the regular customer first. So it's a chaos. So I have to go to a tailor who can deliver my clothing on time before I come back to US at least. So that is why I go to tailors who can make my clothes on timing. That is all I have. That's the option I have. So I don't have a particular tailor who makes my blouse, but all my blouses end up looking really good. The reason is because I get a basic blouse stitch. Not all the blouses that I get stitched are amazing, and then I tailor it on top of that. I kind of cut and do my own work on that. So today I'm going to do one DIY I want to share with you all. Now I'm not a pro tailor. I don't know, I just know the basic stitchings, but it did work for me. After destroying like 3-4 blouses, I tried and then it didn't work, and then eventually I figured it out. So I thought I would share my tricks with y'all so that y'all don't destroy your blouse and can get beautiful looking blouses like me. Now the first thing I believe is a blouse is really amazing looking when you have really deep back. I am all about showing my back. So if you're comfortable and you want to have deep backs, you can try this on your blouses if they don't have, because I have seen tailors who have a problem cutting their blouse really deep. If I say make it like 11-inch deep, they're like, really, you want to do that? I'm like, yes, I want to do that. If you're making a halter neck blouse, it is different, but if it's a regular blouse and you want a deep cut, I don't know what is their problem to cut the blouse, they won't. So what I do is okay, well, cut how much you want to, I will do it on by my own. So here I have some blouses. As usual, they didn't cut it, and this one was like a ready-made, it came in, so I didn't have an option. These were custom made, and I told them make it deep, but they didn't. So anyways, I'm gonna do it by myself and share with you how I do it. Now this blouse here is already, I just cut it. So it was really this much deep, I think 6 inches deep. I cut another 6 inches and made it even deeper. So I'm going to show you how I cut this blouse to make it really.
So this is how the blouse looks before cutting it. They had a little design, but I want a deeper back, so I'm going to give it a cut. You can see. So I have to get rid of the design since it makes it really not that deep. So all I'm gonna need for this is a nice scissor. I'm using my fiscal scissor, and this is the glue, so there is not going to be any stitching, and I need some measuring tape. So that is it. And before I start, let me mention I got the glue from Joanne, and it is a stitching glue that you use instead of stitching. So I'm taking the measurement how much I want to cut. So and I'm making a cut just across where I want, how much deep I want the blouse to be, and I'm taking the measurement of the sides, how much deep I want the blouse to be, and making a cut just across the measuring tape, just cutting like a triangle out. So now you see it's kind of deeper. Now I'm going to make a little snip so that I can fold those areas and make it nice and clean, the edges. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just folding the blouse and I'm just gonna cut it. Now I'm just gonna glue shut the edges to make it look clean and precise. And this glue is just amazing. Ever since I bought this glue, I just stopped stitching. I'm gluing all my clothes. And also, if your blouse have lining, make sure you apply the glue in between the lining if you're not stitching and applying the glue. And just keep it for a few hours to let it dry, and then you can wear it. And here I'm kind of applying the glue on the other side and pressing it tight, holding it down for some time, and let the glue dry. And you can see this is how the blouse looks after cutting. A much deeper back than before, very deep and wide.
Now this blouse, this is also not too deep, but the problem with this is it's got a design at the back. Now if I want to cut it the way I cut the other blouse, what will happen is I'm going to cut off the design. I don't want to do that, but I still want a little deeper back. Now if I can't do deeper, what I do is I make it like dense, so it's like coming all the way straight. Instead of making it like straight down, I will give a cut right here, and then I will fold and glue it up on the sides, so I will have a really kind of open back. Maybe the cut is not really deep, but the back will be open and it will look little more gorgeous than how it is looking right now. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do this one.
So this is how the blouse looks before I'm gonna cut it. Now let's go ahead and do the cutting. I'm gonna do the same thing for this blouse, but a little bit different since it has a little design. I don't want to get rid of the lace, but I'm gonna make it more of like a broader on the sides than on the height of the depth of the blouse. So I'm just gonna snip it on the uh, side kind of diagonally, just this way, so that I can fold those sides and make the opening of the blouse much more deeper on the sides. So I'm just gonna fold them, fold the edges, and just glue it down like I did on my previous blouses. Now if you don't find a glue, you can definitely stitch it or get a tailor to get your blouse altered or stitched. I find this gluing method convenient and it works, so I'm just doing it. And here you see this side is done, both the sides are done nicely, and you can see how much more deeper the blouse looks already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wear it to give you an idea how I have done it. So this is how the blouse looks after.
Now for this one, this is also a basic blouse, but this is like a U cut. And so for this one I have to like change the shape and make it square, because to a U it's going to be a little bit of harder work. So I'm just going to do the same way I did this one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to do it.
So let's get started. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold the blouse together, and all I need to do is make a diagonal snip just in between where the U is, and the more you cut, the more the deeper it becomes. So just cut accordingly how much deep you want, and I'm just glue shading the edges. If you want, you can definitely stitch, but gluing is such a convenient option. And here you can see how deep my blouse became with just one snip.
So that was it. If you liked my tips and tricks about DIY blouses design, make sure you thumbs up this video and leave a comment below. If you want to know more about blouses and designs and DIY, leave a comment below and let me know what you want to see next. And that's it. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, guys.